Welcome all you devils. Here we got 1 o'clock here for me on the 10th of November. We got a good old rip roaring. I'm looking up here at the board here. It's risk on. We got 300 in the Dow, 300 in the NQ, just about 60 in the S&P. What is that, 9 out of the last 10 days? Just raging bull, right? Can't buy equities fast enough. Now today, a little bit, it's getting a little extra juice here because of the option hedging that's going on. So there's the gamma's getting squeezed here, right? So market makers are having to buy hand over fist because the 0DT options are being bought hand over fist, right? So it's just a self-feeding frenzy that happens, right? That's why it's the phenomenon of the gamma squeeze, right? It goes and goes and goes until the last buyer is bought. Okay, so if you think about it, if you think about the macro background here, we got two raging wars globally, right? Get a macro picture. We got the U.S. government almost guaranteed closing in less than a week. I mean, some sort of Hail Mary stopgap funding, but we're totally dysfunctional here. Government is just a complete disaster. That's not partisan. That's just the reality we live in. Okay. So all of that backdrop seems to be friendly for Bitcoin. What's really driving Bitcoin here? Right, it's ETF. Right. So if we look back here historically, well, sure, we've done this a few times here. Right. So this is sure looks like accumulation, doesn't it? Oh, FTX, right? Crypto's over. It was all rat poison. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe the ETFs will save us, right? Oh, maybe not. Oh, well, okay. We better double check that here. Let's rethink it. Accumulate. Oh, are they coming? Well, more accumulation. Is it coming? Oh, they're coming. Well, now this, of course, everybody watching this video is watching Bitcoin, so this is not news to anyone. But just putting it in perspective, accumulate. I mean, one thing, yeah. I mean, certainly we've been, the bulls. Or I'll just put myself in that category. We've gone through a lot of long drawdown here. We'll say it. Well, depending on where you bought. Where the bull case was getting tested, right? Not many videos I posted here. This is I'm on BitGet here as our sponsor, so I don't have full history here on the spot, but we can. That's roughly 50. We can certainly see as we're building up here now to come up and test these supply points. As you can see, we're about to probably do it this weekend. Okay, ETFs look like they're coming, right? And more than one. And now, well, wait a minute. Maybe we have some ETFs, spot ETF as well. That seems to be the buzz coming from BlackRock. So, well, again, you can't say you didn't get just months of warning of, hey, this might not be a bad time to be accumulating Bitcoin, along with smart money, dumb money, lucky money. Was somebody sold it down here? I mean, just again, I'm not blowing my own horn here at all, right? I mean, I consider being long Bitcoin the easiest money I will ever see, ever. You as well, if you're long. This is my view. This is life-changing opportunity. Ignore it at your own peril, right? So this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. All right, well, okay, all right, I can't buy it for you. I can just encourage you. Well, okay, so let's say you don't have, oh shit, I wish I had more, right? That's a common phrase. Oh shit, I got some. Oh, I wish I had more. Well, okay, have you missed it all? I mean, have you missed the ride? Is it no? Whoa, shit, can't buy it now. Well, I don't know that I'd be in a hurry to be buying it up here. What are we highs from? Well, that's November of 22 to over the last year. I don't know that I'd be in a hurry to be a buyer here, right? I don't buy breakouts, right? That's what we teach you here is don't buy breakouts. which is never to say that a breakout it doesn't eventually materialize, right? I mean, here's the breakout. So you look back here and you go, hey, what you thought you said don't buy breakouts. Well, what I'm always saying is not that they aren't going to happen, but that's a terrible place to enter the market, right? Here, I know, hindsight, right? How about here, right? Where you could put your stop right here. You got all that. I mean, that's what I teach every video I've ever done, every live stream I've ever done. Wait. You can take it here and you put your stop right here. Do not do that. It's just dumb. It's dumb to do that, right? And you can say, well, yeah, so I had a little drawdown here, but now look, I'm in profit. Okay, maybe. But in terms of, the strategic entry, is that, I know in hindsight, you can say, oh, well, okay, so we took, I don't know, 10 grand of drawdown, but no, look now, we're in good shape. Okay, right, good for you, right? If that's your case. So you could look at here, you could make that same argument here and say, yeah, I see the supply. Oh, okay, yeah, I see, well, let's see. Shit, I need more history here. I think I'm gonna need the other pivot to get this here, because I won't have, if I do the full, where are you? Right here. Right, so we're through the golden zone here from the secondary pivot, right? That's not the all-time high. Actually, I'll have to get it up here somewhere. But this is encouraging, right? Because this is, from what we can see here, this was a significant pivot, right? So swing high, dominant to dominant. Look what happened at the 50. Remember I just said, I was just pointing that out, right? Somebody bought it there. Do you think they knew that was the 50? Probably not. Probably not. Why would you buy? Why would you buy right into the 50? Unless you just didn't know any better. How about down here, right? A little better, right? So, okay, shit. And look what happened today, right? We're to and through. So we got to go to the next, we got to go up a level to see where the next resistance is going to be. But then, okay, we can start to use some Elliott Wave here. And when it's effective, there's nothing more effective, right? So, okay, 1, 2, this is again tricky, right? We got a little truncation here, but it sure looks like we're off to a good start here. That's an 8 hour, let's go to a 4. Okay, 1, again, this is a little funky for the Elliottian, right? Oh shit, right? You can't go 1, 2, right? So you have this perfect 3 here, so you have to work backwards, right? I've been through this a couple of times, a couple of Friday vids as well as a few live streams. You got to go 1A, expand the B, or pardon me, WXY, right? So essentially you're doing a 3 here. It's a 3, but you're going to do it via WXY, right? And then we come off rip-roaring impulse. Now, last week we were looking at this saying, God, doesn't look like it's done here. There's a potential for another leg to go, and there we go. So it looks like you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. This kind of slop up here it's a guesstimate, right? What are we doing here? Consolidating, right? Consolidate. We're not progressing the trend, right? Okay, probably a 4. Up we go, going for a 5. Okay, that's okay. These are high-class problems, right? For a bull, like, oh shit, I thought it might be done there, right? I was down here. I wanted to be a buyer here on a retrace down at 32. Oh, it's still going. Okay, well, so at this point in time, we're just trying to complete this impulse coming off of this low. So if it's 1, 2, we're trying to complete the 1 of the 3, right? 1 of the 3, which implies that there's likely, nothing is inevitable in the markets ever. But it's likely that when we do complete up here, which I'm in no way we could go here. I don't know where that tops. But when we do complete here, we can use some of our tools here, some measuring. We can look for divergence. We can look for a loss of momentum, some buying volume to dry up, right? We're not, this is a big, rip-roaring, huge day, risk-on day, right? Is this, I'd like to see that get up to tag, a big fat round number. 40 would be interesting to see us get up there. Okay, well, we've got, looking here, it's a pretty hard. Now this can change, but hard to miss the divergence there. I mean, hard to miss that. I'm getting new price highs, but certainly the Elliott oscillator here, which I'm started using this one here because it has a squeeze built into it. Whoa, that's okay. Well, I got no problem identifying the 3 here. Here's the 3, 4, 5, right? 3, 3. Well, that would have been the 3 of the 3, 4, 5, right? But that's a pretty big drop off. Now, if it rips and climbs over the weekend, that certainly could happen. But, right, if we start to roll over, then this is going to make more sense, right? So even the open interest here, okay, right? It could keep kicking. RSI, Bollinger Bands. Well, shit. Here, let's open that up. Right. So the red is the RSI, blue is Bollinger Bands, right? So we've been up 2 standard deviations, right? So okay, now RSI coming back. Now, do we have? This wouldn't be divergence here because we don't have a new price high yet. Oh well, you make a case here that you've got some, right, from this to this. Here again, red is RSI. Okay, so I was higher here. Now I've got new price highs. The RSI is not as high. Okay, just all the more why this might not be a great spot to be going hard and heavy long. You know, it's easy. Now you're battling FOMO, right? You're like, oh fuck, I don't want to miss it. Let's get in there. Let's go down to a 1. What do we have here, right? Is this Al? Let's get you back 1. Well, maybe we have to go here. That's the low before we start to go. Well, if I pull from here, I'm just tagging it. If I pull from here, I'm right at it, right? So it's just wick. So it doesn't matter if I pull from the 4. Same issue, right? This is just a, looks like liquidation on the hourly. Let's get that right on that low here, if indeed that's going to play as the 4. Coming down for the 4, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3. Does it have another leg? Well, this would be awfully abrupt to be. Let's go to a 2 here and get a little more perspective here. If this is 5, then we're going to do some sort of, oh fuck. Oh, it looks like you got, it's damn near an impulse here, but it looks like we got a little overlap here. I don't know that it matters, right? So see, I look at it and go, fuck, it doesn't really matter, right? It's just consolidation here, and now we come out of it. This probably looks like a good 4 here. This is, you don't need to quit looking for perfect, right? We don't always get perfect. That does look like you'd have to do some sort of a combo here. Oh, you might even do a triangle. A, B, that's a little, this wick is throwing a monkey in the wrench there, but probably work it into something. A, B, C, D, E. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But if we're going sideways. Now I come out of it with an impulse. What did we get to here? 37 and change. Well, you'd have to be mindful of the possibility that we're starting the correction, right? That's awfully abrupt. Now, oh, well, this is where. Well, wait. Oh, is that my opportunity? Well, let's not forget we could possibly have an ABC here and could bring that down much deeper. Other possibilities 1, 2, and we're going to go deeper than that, because if we start to put this, I'll get out of there. If we start to put this in context, and let's back up to a 4-hour here and see what we've got. Well, if we're going to start to come down for a 3, that's not going to be an ABC, right? That's going to be a 1, 2. Now, it remains to be seen, right, what we've got here, right? You don't want to start to fill in the blanks too soon. Right now, it's just up. Okay, well, do I get a new high here, right? So it's always is the case, right? This is very telling. If they can't get a new high here, that's what creates the B. So, or the 1 or the 2, right? Now, B can go past here and then roll over, but 1, 2, we can't. Well, just following along with the Elliott playbook, let's bring it back down here. This is where we'd look for a retracement down into the low 30s. No, there is no requirement that the market do that. Right? That's just where it will tend to go. If we've completed here, now let's see what else we can put together here. Okay, so we've got all that divergence. We got divergence here. We've got open interest divergence. Again, that can change, right? If we keep going, right, that'll change. But if we don't get a new high and we start to roll over, then this will all make perfect sense. If it blows up, we'll go, oh, sure, okay, we guess the top wasn't in. It's really that simple. So you're always, it's just a moment in time. We sit there and we look, is it divergence, right? Are we going to get the new high? Well, there's no reason to make a guess. If you're not long, this would be a high risk location to be a buyer. Well, we're sitting here at 37, and the ideal spot to be buying would be just under 32. Are we going to drop 5K? Hard to reconcile in your head. Like, why would it do that, right? Some sort of regulatory issue, who knows why. But if you try and think through why it would do that, often you'll tie yourself in knots. Unlike, well, if we get an ETF, what's going to happen, right? If we get a spot Bitcoin ETF or ETH, right? What those hedge funds, what do they have to buy, right? They're going to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's not like trying to figure something out. That's just, if it happens, we can expect higher prices. It's pretty, again, I would propose to you, I consider this to be the easiest money of my lifetime. There will never be another asset like Bitcoin in my lifetime, and I would propose perhaps not in yours. So if you're not long, boy, I'm not saying buy it here, but find a spot to be a buyer, right? Look for some sort of retracement. One thing we know, it's not likely, or so with Bitcoin, you got to really choose your words carefully, right? It just nonstop. If anything could do it, it would be Bitcoin. Nonstop. We're just going to go straight up, right? So then the FOMO is going to get harder and harder to resist the FOMO. Oh shit, it's still going. Oh my God, it's over 40. Oh my God, it's pushing, right? The FOMO, right? As soon as you give into the FOMO, as a matter of fact, if your finger on the mouse looking to buy it when it's climbing like this, catch yourself, because the second you buy it, almost always, right? When you can't take it anymore, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it. That's just how the markets operate, right? It's just universal law. All right, so I don't know if there's much else to add here. If you're not in, and as I said, 5 years of me telling you, buy Bitcoin. Well, if you're not in now, it's a little bit of a hurry up and wait, right? Unless you just you're just like, fuck it, I just buy, right? No stop, I'm just buying spot. I'm just, on the assumption here that we're at 37 and it's going to be much higher 2 to 3 years from now. Okay, that's not reasonable. And if it does, right, assuming we get at some point here, we start a correction, right? No telling how deep it goes. But if we start that correction, well, if you loved it at 38, you're going to love it at 28. Average down, right? I mean, that's, for something like Bitcoin, that's not unreasonable. It's just not what we teach, right? We're teaching technical analysis, which is how to pinpoint your entry a little bit better, right? So, and to accommodate trading with leverage, right? If you're trading, you're certainly not doing that if you're trading with leverage, right? Leverage, next thing out of your mouth should be, where's my stop? I think we can all agree on that. So, 1, 2, 1 of 3 seems to be going in. Right, so when we do, if and when we start to get the correction here that corrects this impulse, when it stops and starts to come back, boy, if you don't take that one, what do you get? You're getting into the 3 of the 3. I should back up, right? Because for an uber bull as I am, this could be. Jesus, this could all be just the one wave here going in, right off of our low here at 15. This could all just be the one wave. So you'd be into, so this is 1, 2, this is the 1 of the 3 of the 1. Actually, that's what I think, right? But I'm reluctant to bring that out because people think, oh, this guy's smoking crack. Okay, all right, let's go to Ethereum, right? Now, Ethereum it's a little bit easier to read. Okay, so here, what have I got here? So I'm over on Kraken. Here in the States, we have so few U.S. exchanges where we don't have issues with. I just opened an account at Kraken here, so I'm over here on Kraken. I probably could be an affiliate, but I'm not. I'm just over here just because I happen to be trading over here. Okay, so all right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, seems. I mean, let's see, what am I going back to here? 2015. We probably don't need to spend a whole lot of time on the longer count here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All this is still yet to come. Look at those numbers. All right, you go, oh, come on, man, come on. That's just bull porn. Is it? Is it just bull porn? Maybe. I would beg to differ. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, so now when we get down here, I'm on a 3-day here. If this is 1, 2, well, we don't, what, right now, you know, bears will be looking here going, oh, couldn't this be W, X, Y, and we're going lower? Yeah, could be. I'll cross that bridge if we get there. You pretty much got to be in log scale here to even see what we've got there. Well, there's out of log scale. Well, the threes are certainly easy to spot here, right? Series of threes. Here's the last fifth, right? So when you're here in arithmetic, you really see the impulse more clearly, but you can't go back historically and make sense of it. Excuse me. When we're in a range, damn it, hang on. Sorry. So when we're in a range here from 80 to 5,000, yeah, probably a good idea to be in log scale. Let me reset that. All right, let's get down a little bit. Well, let's go back to a daily. Oh, we've looked at this a few times, but just to remind you. Now, it's easy to pull this up and go, I'm looking for the threes, and okay, so what do we got here, right? It looks like maybe that's accumulation again. Well, of course, let's check for Al, right? Where's Al? Right on there. Okay, where's Al? Is Al in here? Algo. First, second, third. Well, so now you look at that and you think, okay, well, all right, okay, yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, fuck, you show me that all the time after the fact. Okay, really, after the fact. Okay, well, we know. So part of the reason I do that is so the next time you see it, you pay attention. I probably shown it again. I've said this before. Probably shown it 20,000 times in every asset at every time. There's no place where you don't find it. But maybe you're still a skeptic. Okay, all right. So all right. Okay. Well, that one worked out perfectly, but maybe that's just coincidence. Okay. Well, we know they used this one. So let's take that off and let's say, okay. Well, we know the algorithm was here. Where are we now? Again, we know they used this, right? So it's not like, oh, I wonder what they're going to use. We know they use this. Let me take this off there. Well, here, actually, let me hide that. Oh, come here. Let's hide that. So what's the point of that, right? So when you're looking here, you go, wonder why it stops there. I mean, that's what I always think. Why does it stop there? Why does it stop here? Why don't we keep going? Now, does that mean sell it? Well, I wouldn't say that, but it sure doesn't mean buy it. Wouldn't you agree? Right? I mean, somebody bought it here. Somebody bought it here at 35.83. How'd that work out for them? Do you think they knew there was a golden zone there? I'm going to guess not. So right here, somebody's buying it right now. Do you think they know they're buying it in a golden zone? Maybe they don't care. In. Let's get that B up there. Sure looks like I got an impulse that took me up to that golden zone. Here, let's label it. Sure looks like 1, 2, 3, fuck, it almost doesn't matter. That's the daily. Double top. Completed impulse. What do I got below? RSI is pretty fucking hot. What do we got there? We're 85 in the RSI in a golden zone. You want to buy that? I'm not saying it can't go higher. I'm just saying if you're a student or you apply technical analysis, or if you've watched any of the content that we produce over here, you're gonna buy that? Really? Then why, you're wasting your time with me. Seriously, I can't help, if you're buying that, I can't help you. I mean, if you've watched any of my videos of the last 5 years and you buy that, stop watching, because we have a disconnect. All right, so what I'm definitely not saying is to short it, but I'm suggesting that that is a really poor location to be entering the market. Well, not only are you buying, oh my God, right? Again, it won't matter, right? People will buy it. Not only are you buying in a golden zone, you're buying for a potential liquidity grab. I'm not saying it won't go higher. I'm just saying the risk factor here is insane. Why? Right? You're going to, again, I use this analogy all the time. You're going to buy that and you're going to be fucking so uncomfortable. You're going to be checking the market every 30 seconds. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh God, are they dumping it? Which all the fun comes out of trading when you're doing it that way, right? It's just a stress bomb. Why, right? Now the person who, see, somebody sells it down here. You think they knew they were selling at a 50? Oh, it's going to break the second time. Oh, yeah, yeah. Just like here, right? Oh, it's going to break this time, right? Oh yeah. Oh, it didn't break, right? Oh, but it'll get the second time. I can't help you if you're buying that, right? You're wasting your time with me. Okay, so we got, let's see, let's put our count on this, right? We got 1, 2, 1, 2. I shouldn't even label it. Here, we got the big 1, 2. I think we could agree that's a 1. We got to do an ABC here. Shit, I went awfully small on these. Oh, you got to do 1, 2, A, B. Oh, fuck, it almost doesn't matter, right? C, right? Here's the correction. So here's the 3, right? I know hindsight, right? But it doesn't matter, right? Oh, now I got another impulse. Right, so I got 1, 2. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. Again, it might be a combo. It might be. Fuck. I don't think you need to combo that. I think you can just do an ABC. This one's a little trickier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. I love when people say, "Oh, the fucking Elliott is such bull. That shit doesn't work anymore." That's not what you're saying when you say that. Is that people don't respond emotionally to money anymore? It's such a moronic thing to say, right? I mean, you're just a fucking idiot when you say something like that. I get comments like that all the time. Oh, that Elliott Wave, that's fucking bullshit. That shit doesn't work anymore. Okay. I don't know why those people watch my videos. It's amazing to me, but I get them on a pretty regular basis, right? Oh, Elliott Wave is such bullshit. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. Yeah, it's total bullshit. I know. All right, so what do we got here? I got a 5. What am I looking for next? Right? I got to look at the. This is a spot ETF's coming from BlackRock. So what did that leave behind? Imbalance. I'm on the daily, right? A pretty big imbalance, fair value gap into the golden zone. All right, so, oh shit, I wanted a little more of that. Okay, well, now we don't know how high that's going to go. But if I'm sitting right here going, wow, man, shit, maybe it'll pause here because of the golden zone here in the liquidity, maybe we'll pause and we'll start that retrace. Okay, maybe we will, maybe we won't, maybe we'll just blow right through it. Well, here's a 200 right here. I'm on the daily. That's a big kick. Now, again, I'm not saying we're done here. I'm just saying well, we got a candidate. We are not in a squeeze, obviously, right? We're a little. Do we have divergence? Oh, no, we're higher here. Let's go down to a 4 here, right? This is what I would do. Oh, okay. Well, how does it look here if we come down, right? So I can see in there a little bit better, right? We come down a little bit. 8, does that give me enough, right? Can I see any divergence here? How about the 4? Bollinger Bands are definitely, extended here. I mean, what you got, you're pushing 2 standard deviations there. 1, 2, 3, clearly the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, kicker in the 5th. Right, so we're sitting up here at 2147, and we want to be buyers down here at 1800. So you need a $200 pullback. And it's not like, oh God, if it doesn't get there, I can't buy it. What matters to us is not that it comes right here. What matters is what the road that it takes. Do I get a 3? Do I get a 3? If I get a 3, it's a buy all day. If we get a 3, 5, 3. I know. It's such bullshit. All right, I think that's everything we got there with Ethereum. It's a little bit of hurry up and wait. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if I get a 3. Can I go 1, 2? If I can go 1, 2, what's my target? 3 grand. Where would I like to be a buyer? 1,800. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 grand. Okay, let's just for fun now. You want some? Here's the bull porn, and I'm doing this on Ethereum. If I do it on Bitcoin, people just go, "Oh, come on, man! Come on, that's crazy." It's just crazy. Let's do it, just for fun. Get on there. Okay, there's the 2. Where's the target? Let's call it 70, 68, 70K. I think that's almost as close to a certainty as Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you've got some, shit, I mean, maybe AI or Nvidia, something else, right? I mean, maybe, right? But if you didn't buy Nvidia's IPO or Google's IPO or anything, I mean, where else is that you going to find that? Shiba Inu? Well, fuck, maybe, right? I can't trade. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care how many millions of dollars have been made. I can't buy something that's bullshit. I can't buy some meme coins and I know people make money there, right? If there's no use case, I'm not interested. So then you look at it and go, oh shit, I missed the first 5. I missed that 5. Oh, I missed it, right? Oh, did I miss it? Did you miss it? Then you look at it here and you think, oh shit, well maybe this accumulation here I want to pay attention to. Maybe I'll just start accumulating here, because this accumulation seems to be a pattern that we see in the market. Here it looks. Right, so you look here and say, again, that's very Wyckofian, right? Here's the automatic reaction. With this one, we don't get a spring, right? So there's 2 types of Wyckoff accumulations here. We don't get a spring on this one, so this would be type 2. We come back to the 50. Now, are we busting out of here? We don't really have, right? If you're using Wyckoff here, we don't quite yet have it. We just have the first test here, right? So and remember what those tests are, right? That's golden zone. That's golden zone from up here. So you go, well, wait a minute. This is all starting to make a lot of sense. Wait a minute. Now I kind of understand what. There are no random pivots in the market, ever. No random pivots. There's always a reason. Well, looking at this, you say, wow, that's a big accumulation, right? So here, let's take it out of log scale, right? It's still, if you take it out of log scale, get up here, it's still, we're coming up to the 50. That's arithmetic. Am I on that? Yeah, I am. Oh, we're approaching the 50. Next up, right, at 2,500 at the golden zone, right? Then what's after that? We got to go up one, right? Here's when we truly break all resistance, 3,900. Now it's blue sky, right? Until you get up to the last bit of supply here, but there's no algo resistance, right? That's when when it's free to fly, right? And then 60, 70,000 is going to start to look, Jesus Christ, I think that's actually possible. All right, I'm probably droned on. Oh shit, 30 minutes of me blabbing on. What else do I have? Oh, let's take a look here, because I wanted to emphasize this pattern of accumulation, right? It's not new. Shit, when was Wyckoff putting that out 80, 90 years ago? Well, here's this is, speaking of accumulation, right? This is a long lost love, right? Everybody was so in love with Link for so long. Right, accumulate, fucking hey, what happened to Link? Remember, say, what happened to Link? God, they were gonna change the world. Spring, well, here's this is classic Wyckoff. Right, it's actually, there's so much in there. You probably have to take it to a weekly, right? But here's the, you know, preliminary supply, automatic reaction, test, some spring, check, here we go, across the creek, boom, right? Again, I'm not a Wyckoff expert, but I can recognize accumulation. It was, see, now it's always easy after the fact. You go, well, how do you know it was accumulation, right? It wasn't just going to be distribution before it dropped down. Well, we got to $5. What was shit? I don't have the all-time high here again because I'm on BitGet. If we were going to have a crypto bull, this was a reasonable place to be. Accumulating, I know, and like after the fact, now you're like, oh shit, man, I hadn't looked at Link in so long. I'll tell you what got me over here was alt fins, which I haven't done a full review on that yet, but that's I'd encourage you to take a look at that. That's in our link tree. Click it, go to it, right? If you want to support the channel, it's a nice link. It is an affiliate link. I should just say it that way. Because I recommend them. I use them, right? I wouldn't refer you to something that I don't think is quality. Somebody sold it there. Somebody sold it. Somebody bought it. And you're like, here, well, somebody bought it there. Yeah, that's right. But it's still a terrible place to enter. What's the difference, right? Terrible, 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 terrible. Oh, got one. So how much money did you lose here buying the pivots? Before you got one, right? So the point is not that a breakout's not going to happen. That's never what I'm saying. The point is, don't enter here. And if you entered here and you got a little consolidation, well, this probably makes sense here. I'll probably pull this over. Why we consolidated here? Oh, we got to get through supply here. Supply, right? So whatever sellers, you got to eat that up, and to and through. Okay, well, so if you're through that. Come off of there. Are we done here? Well, shit, whoa, 1, 2. Oh, I got a complete impulse here. Doesn't look like we're done. Looks like we're just in the 3. 1, 2. I got a nice channel on this. We're just ripping. 3, but if you do the internal count on that, it looks like we've just got 4 and 5 still yet to come. That's a daily. Let's go to a 4-hour here. AB. This is, you know, again, just sometimes when the Elliott's good, it's almost hard to miss it. we go sideways. Shit, hang on. Sorry, we go sideways here. 4. Wait, impulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're going sideways. No trend progression. Sure looks like a 4. What is it? Right, we could probably do another Wyckoff schematic there. Accumulate, break. Oh, pause, reaccumulate, break. Excuse me. Let's go to an hourly, right? So, okay. So is my top end 1 AB, 1, 2? We don't know yet. Here's what I do know: if I come back to something like an 8-hour, I'm looking for a retrace down to $12. Here we're up at 15, right? So it's not that far, but on a relative basis, that would be a pretty deep retracement. But it would not be uncommon to come right back to this prior consolidation. If we were going to come down. So if let's just do that. Right, here's your high volume. Right, here's the POC is way down here, but this little cluster here should make sense to everybody. Okay, whoa, we come back down here. Do you think all the buy orders that we're interested in buying there got filled? Maybe not, right? Maybe you've got some manipulation here. Take it down, pour it up, bring it back down, mitigate those longs. Pardon me, mitigate the shorts, right? And then we come back out of here with longs. So now it's a little bit of hurry up and wait. Now we don't know we're going to get that, right? We might get this, right? You might get a little triangle before we go, right? You don't know what you're going to get. It would be unusual to have this kind of tight consolidation and then do the same thing, right? We typically look for a little alternation, but this is not apples to apples here. This is 2. We'd be comparing the 2 to the 4. But it's just, again, this consolidation, we're going to do exactly the same thing. So this is the leg we're comparing to, right? That 2 compared to this, right? What does this look like? If we're going to apply guideline, right? It's guideline, rule, guideline of alternation. You might look for a triangle, or maybe just a straight zigzag. This looks like it's looks like a combo. Maybe not. Maybe just as an ABC. Doesn't matter at this point, right? It's sharp. Looking for sideways. Good one, right? So this kind of accumulation, right? Many alts did the same thing, right? Now here's the payoff, right? For all those fuckers who were like, oh, fucking crypto, such bullshit, that's never going anywhere, right? Here's the, really? So sorry you missed it. Okay, oh shit, 39 minutes, damn it. Okay, hang on a second. Let's go over to the NASDAQ. This is the QQQ, which majority of you likely would be trading more so than the futures. And I think this is a little bit easier to read. Oh shit, what do I got on here? Let's take that off, just so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so the correction here, at this point, it's hard to argue with this being an impulse, right? So it would certainly appear that the 3 is in, and this correction, this 4 is now in, right? And we're going off, right? We're this. I mean, we might be here next week, right? So, so the holiday rally, you know, barring the unforeseen, some clusterfuck with the Congress. But the subdivision here is just easier to read than it is on the S&P, because this is easier to spot. So the ABC into the W, clear 3 into the X, A, B, C, here's the clear 3 into the B, and then I finish with this 5. So the WXY here in the NQ is, I mean, look at the channeling, right? It's just like, I mean, the market creates that channel. I don't. I'm just connecting the pivots. And then what comes off of it, right? Rip roar, just American greed. That's what you're seeing right there. American greed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Still going. And that's, you know, here's where you can look at this and go, God, that's amazing. It looks like it's going up to the all-time high. But when you start to put that in context, again, this kind of becomes bull porn. You're like, wait a minute. Let's take that back. If that to a daily, if this is the 3 and this is, right, we're not likely to just keep going up here for a 5 in a straight line. Oh, fuck, for the NASDAQ, who knows, right? But not likely any more than, while this was an amazing bull run here, right? Amazing, considering interest rates over the last year and the sensitivity of risk assets to interest rates, yet we do this. It's just amazing, right? Absolutely amazing, right? It's hard. You can't. So I've said this before many times. If you try and outthink it, you're almost always going to be wrong, right? The market is going higher because the market wants to go higher, right? And the market, I've said this many times before, the market always wants to go higher, right? It's the natural bias is always to go higher. Always. That will never change, right? It's like you're trying to keep the beach ball underwater, right? It's always going to want to go higher, right? There has to be a dramatic reason for it not to be drifting higher. Well, we certainly had it. We had it. Fastest interest rate hike cycle in 20 years. Yet look at the rebound. We're almost all the way back, and interest rates have not. We don't know that they're done. It's just the market always being forward-looking. The idea being, oh, well, we've been through the worst of it. They're going to start cutting rates, and it doesn't matter, right? The market almost doesn't care. It's forward-looking, so it's going to say mid-24, 25, they're going to cut rates, so we can just be buying it now. It's if you try and make sense of it, you drive yourself crazy, right? So what do we see here, right? So anyone who was bullish, right? What does retail do? They buy the 0 DTE and the 1 DTE, right? Who's on the other side of that, right? The market maker sells it to them. So when the market's doing this, they have to buy futures or the QQQ to hedge, right? So it's this self-feeding phenomenon. Now, as we look here, if this is 1, 2, and this is 3, 4, which would, okay, I would be interested to hear that someone, an Elliottian with any skill, give me an alternate count here that's bearish. I'd love to have that debate. All right, because you can't. I mean, it's ABC, and this is, we're going to have a, well, can't be a diag. Oh, this is going to be a 1, 2? No, I think not, right? So this looks like just a matter of when, not a matter of if, right? So big 5 up here. So let's measure it. So if this is the 1 and this is the, let's get you right on there. All right, well, 1, 6, 1, 8, the length of the 1 from the proposed 4 here would get us topping right here. I think you're probably going 2618. That's for the QQQ, right? So the number, so this, it looks about, right? So again, does it have the right look? Now, do I know I'm going to get this? No. Does that have the right look for an impulse? You tell me. I mean, it's like right out of a line drawing into the Elliott Wave principle. I mean, they don't get any better. They don't get any. I'm not saying short it, certainly, but is that a great place to be buying? Probably not, right? So what you want, just like not a great place to be buying Bitcoin, but you look here and say, oh, well, it just keeps going higher, right? Was this a good place to be buying it? Well, maybe not, right? What? Right here, was this, it's welcome to the challenge of trading, right? So you look here and you go, was that a good place to be buying it here at this double? No, it wasn't. Depends on your time frame, right? How you're trading it. You had a little retrace yesterday. That's all you got. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else would you assume here? See, that's the power of Elliott Wave, right? You're out of options here. If I've got an impulse here, how does that fit, right? You may or may not, be an Elliottician, right, who wants to make this all fit. But if this is the 4, what am I doing here? Here's what I'm fairly certain I'm not doing: the 5. Now, maybe I'm doing the 1 of the 5, but the odds are, excuse me, the odds are, damn it, hang on. Odds are this is not the 5th, that this is the 1 of the 5th. So you'd be anticipating, right? It's, you guys know how this goes, right? That's the monster, right? That's the one. Maybe we don't go that deep. One, 2. Oh, government shut down. We got problems. Blah 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 blah. 2. Oh, we've resolved it. Government's back open. 3. Okay, man, I'm just fucking long-winded today. Okay, I think. Here, give me a sec. All right, let me finish up here. I'll just ramble on all day. Okay, here's what's driving, right, this recovery, right? So here's the 30-year bond. I'm on a 12-hour. This is the futures. Oh, let's go out to a daily here. We'll put the whole thing together. So bear with me a sec. Okay, so here's why we're seeing this, right? So okay, perhaps they're done. So we can look back. Oh shit, hang on. So we can look back here. And my guess is nobody disputes we got an impulse there. A, B, right? God, can that be any more precise? Jesus, that has to. Not much to say, right? We're right on that. Probably just a coincidence. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, that's quite a kicker down here, right? I mean, just again, 20 plus years, right? That's uncommon for the bonds, right? To see it sell off like that, but then this rate hike cycle, uncommon, right? Because of the pandemic, uncommon. Inflation, uncommon, right? Okay, so we come down here. Okay, do we have a candidate here? We do have a candidate for the C to be, well, the 5 to be in, pardon me, of the C shit here. Blowing that up. Let's go to a 4-hour here. We can see it. All right, so the 5 of the C. Oh shit, now I can't remember what that's attached to. I'm going to take that off. Right, so we finish with a 5. Excuse me. That's the 4, and then all the way down to the 5 here on the 4-hour. Okay, so let's blow it up in here. Okay, do we have a good low? Right, that's the question. Is this the good low? Is it a good low? If it's a good low, then rates have most likely, right? It can always roll over, but rates have most likely peaked. That's the general consensus. That's why the market's rallying today. That the market is anticipating that. Forward-looking, right? It discounts everything. The market's anticipating that the Fed is done, or if they're not done, they're at their maybe one more. Okay, so what do I get here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not hard. It's not hard to spot it. 2, right? No, oh, I get an internal impulse, 3. Now, I don't know that I'm done here with that 4 because it looks like I could have an A, B, and then there's a C, but that's what we're after here. Right look. Yes. Yes, right look. Right? This doesn't quite have the right look. Let's go down to a 1. A, B, right? Looks like it needs a little more. At this moment, at this moment in time, I don't know what those are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks good. Now this looks like A, right? It looks like we've got A, B, and maybe we have to come down here one more time. A, B, well, again, we don't know. There's no, the market is not required, but if it did that, boy, that would be a gift. In my view, right? That's my view, right? Take it for that way, what that's worth, right? That's a gift because that sets up the potential to push for that 5. Now, if I'm wrong and this is an ABC before we go down again, well, something dramatic has happened, right? Because that means the Fed would be on a rate hike cycle again to take out this low, and I think that most would anticipate that that's less likely than that we carry on with the rally. Right, and so if the bond market rallies, then stocks can, right, as rates come down, right, as bonds rally, rates come down, and the stock market can fly, Bitcoin can fly, right? It's risk on, risk assets, game on. Okay, that's probably all I got. I went, holy shit, I had more I wanted to cover here, and it's just too much, right? Because I'm going too long here, and fuck, I probably lost all of you. Okay, guys, hopefully you got a nugget or two, or if you did we put the time codes underneath, so if you weren't interested in one, you got to the other one, and hopefully I didn't bore you to death. Okay, guys, I appreciate you hanging with me. You can always join us for free. I'm so stupid. I saved this to the end. But I'm assuming you guys know, right? You can just go to TradeDevils.com if you're interested in getting on board with us and working through some of this TA and building your skill set with our methodology. Well, we've got a home for you. Okay, you guys have a great weekend. I'll catch you next week.